Media Network 289th presentation. And of course, welcome, gang, to Lugnutz.
Welcome. We're going to talk about Mazda's two-stroke. BMW says, whoa, not so fast. Lotus 2026. The Bugatti bench. And a Skoda's new coupe. Sounds like a weird brand of soda.
Play on my channel. Drive on Lugnutz.
Right on over here to PJAndDWH.com, where you're going to find all the crazy and luggy and nutty moments right up top, as well as last week's Lugnutz Podcast, Loki Lexus variants, inverted clusterfuck.
Okay.
You'll find myself and Big Brother streaming Saturday to Friday on Walljanger Gaming. I'm going through the Old Republic, trying to find my way through in a rock and a hard place. But you are going through Skyrim.
Yeah, but I'm not too busy doing whatever I do.
Yes.
A lot of.
But the first story
is all about killing. Chevy is killing. They're killing the LS7 crate engine. The 7-liter V8 powered from 2006 to 2013 Chevy Z06N. You could buy it in a crate, but you cannot anymore.
You cannot buy it in a box from a Fox.
No, they're not selling it. The original 505 horsepower tuned with a track-ready dry oil sump design and as a 570 horsepower wet sump version.
Giggity.
The LT6 is probably the next to go because Chevy's going all electric.
I can't imagine, but I can't help but feel that this is almost like a all engines must go sale.
Well, if you want to get a big V8, you might want to pick an LT6 up soon.
Who wouldn't? I mean, yeah.
I mean, if you got that, because they're going to discontinue it if you've always wanted one.
If you were thinking about it, now is definitely the time.
Now's the time. I'm sure someone will love it as a barn find when you don't do anything with it.
But you'll have it.
You're creating happiness all over the earth, just like this next story. I love the patent office.
Yes.
I love Mazda and the patent office because
They're
they
filing
say,
a lot.
give me 2 strokes.
Giggity.
Give me 2 strokes, mister, and we'll add a supercharger door to door.
Pretty sure that was 2 steps.
Whatever, but Mazda's adding a 2-stroke. They have a patent for a 2-stroke engine with a supercharger attached.
Yeah.
So crazy, the cord's just falling all over itself. Yeah. I'll be here all week. 2 strokes have a great power to weight ratio, simple design, and it's got a little bit of an emissions issue.
Man, that's a completely different song. Give me 2 strokes. Give me 2 strokes. Hey, mister. That you walked into a completely different situation.
I'm talking about an engine here.
Yeah.
Not what goes on behind the hairy donut. We don't talk about it.
It was Broccoli Tuesday.
The hairy donut in corporate has nothing to do with that. We installed lights so they'd go away, but it just doesn't. We apologize.
Any inconvenience.
Strippers. 80-year-old strippers.
But they don't have any patents.
They don't. 2-stroke engine design has an exhaust and intake valves that are partially open for more continuous supercharged airflow. They shoot the air right in with the supercharger.
They suck, squeeze, bang, and blow more. That's
this
what I
is
got.
Very exciting. They have so many great ideas coming up. A
Oh.
two-stroke engine? Who would have freaking thought of
Well,
that?
just like what they did with the other
great.
one, what they were doing with the hybrid patent. that they did a couple podcasts ago. They're thinking of different ways that they can manipulate, make the engine work.
Their new names, on the other hand,
Oh.
the Carol,
Yeah.
the 3, the 5, the 6, the CX6, and the Carol.
The Carol.
It's like naming your kids all Billy, Bobby, Brittany, and Dan.
Yeah.
Dan's always going to feel left out. But who isn't going to be left out is right here in this next story.
Okay.
For once, BMW is saying, whoa, let's take it slow. Let's not go too fast.
Yeah.
Because the CEO of BMW sat in a closed-door session with lawmakers, I assume over in Germany.
It was probably not comfortable either.
That's where they are. Well, he warns them not to go so fast on phasing out combustion engines.
Mm-hmm.
Phasing them out too soon could have drastic repercussions all over the economy.
It could.
Because they can't quite, the other technology can't do it yet. So, like, don't ban them. You're going to fuck things up.
Yeah. I mean,
You have
slow
to
burn.
gradually, he's like, let's just gradually do it
Yeah.
so we don't screw society up.
A slow burn is the best way for this. And I thought, like, 2035 is really fucking soon.
Because, to be honest, the car industry's got enough problems as it is.
Oh.
Chip problems.
Oh, my
like,
God. Yeah.
I don't cover that because that's all I'd talk about.
Yeah.
They're shutting plants down everywhere because they can't get them.
They can't get the chips.
Which is also why there's the markup problem still. Huge
100%.
problems are trying to,
Because you can't get the cars. You
supply
can't
and
get anything.
demand.
Supply is so very short, so demand is very high. And it's simple economics, but it's a fucking catch-22, no matter how you think of it.
Well, it's nice to know someone's trying to protect all of society and engines
Yes. Thank you, BMW.
for now. Let's talk about Lincoln. Thinking about Lincoln, and we'll see. The all-new Lincoln Corsair Grand Touring model
Not bad.
2022 starts at $51,520.
Okay.
Not bad. 266 horsepower. Addison cycle, 2.5 liter i4, and its electric motors. Acceleration from 0 to 60 in 6.3 seconds. That's 1 second faster than the non-hybrid.
Yeah.
I want you to know that.
You have to know.
Oh, it gets better. Wait for it. It will have 2 performance modes, a trickle. It's not a trickle mode. A performance mode. I hate spell check. I really do.
Yeah.
Performance mode and leisure mode.
That is
For a leisurely drive and leisurely response times.
okay. I mean, hey, man,
I don't
the
like the
luxury
sound of it.
car.
It will have an adaptive suspension, 20s on it, slightly more body movement than its competitors. They talk a lot about the competitors in this article. I think the competitors are better.
Bobby isn't as good as me because, Stevie said that I was good. And,
Yeah, that's how the article
Jimmy,
reads.
Jimmy backed me. Like
Listen, you could have an Audi,
yeah, you could.
or you could have an Acura. Oh, it gets better than that. The Lincoln, they say, has a smooth, continuous, variable transmission. Wah, wah, wah.
Yeah, I mean,
It stops at 115 feet.
well, at least you can stop. I mean, honestly, I really like Acura's transmission. Not that I'm not biased, but adaptive transmission.
I don't like CVT transmissions.
No,
They tried to slide it in there by not
no.
abbreviating it. I know. Continue it.
Wait.
It takes 3.5 hours to charge.
The alternate of the CVT is the 8 and 9 10, 11, 12, whatever the fuck they're doing, speed transmissions.
Just please use a standard 6. It's always worked. It's time tested. It's a beautiful transmission.
Listen here, old guy.
It's everywhere.
There's certain things that you can get from the 9-speed transmissions are actually really good right now. It's just really
You want
expensive.
something that can't ever make up its fucking mind.
Yeah.
I just went to 20. What the fuck are you doing down there? Well, remember Lincoln? I'm like, holy shit, what are you doing? I've only reached 30 and I've shifted. It's like the Fast and the Furious. We got to shift it. I got the 27 shifters. Here we go. The Lincoln. Remember that? We were talking about the Lincoln.
And the 27-speed
It takes 3.5 hours to charge on a level 2, 240 volt, or 11 hours on a standard 110. Okay. Plug it in.
Plug it in.
Plug it in and wait.
The waiting game.
Waiting for that transmission to screw you over.
Yeah. But what is Lotus doing?
Lotus has plans, not Lincoln.
Oh, shit. So what is Lotus doing?
Lotus has plans. This is what they've shown us for the release of their 2026 supercar. They'll release it in spring, but first they're going to release an SUV.
So are they going to release the rest of the car or just the lines?
Oh, wait. They have a line of cars they're going to release. They're going to release first. They're going to release the SUV. They're going to release a 4-door coupe, the Type 133, a small crossover, the 134, and in the coming years, a sports car, Type 135, arriving, that's the picture above us, in 2026. It looks like an Esprit, but it will replace the Elise. This is very exciting. We don't often get a new Lotus.
No, you don't get a new Lotus,
Yeah,
but that's for a reason. I mean, it's a bunch of wavy lines, you know? The promise of them putting out a car is very exciting, but the lines on the screen do little for me because I don't really like those lines. If you could move that one line back, maybe shift the line.
They're trying to make it look like an Esprit. That's another Lotus. You can search an Esprit while I talk about what we do know that they're developing if you really want to share with the class. We do know that they have been developing it to accommodate a 66.4 kilowatt and a 99.6 kilowatt hour battery pack with an estimated range of 300 to 450 miles. But then again, that depends on how fast you're driving.
Okay. Makes sense.
I'm very excited. I can't wait till they show us because the lines on the screen tell me I think it's going to be fantastic.
Give me some good colors.
Yeah.
That's what I want out of it.
Yeah.
I mean, Lotus has always had some really fucking popping colors. When you looked at their cars, it was, oh my God, that was a Lotus.
Yeah.
You had that head jerk reaction to follow the car.
Mm-hmm.
Everything about it.
They're sharp-looking cars.
It was good.
But in this next story, we're talking about a facelift. A French facelift. Hey, Citroen. This is the new look of the C5. Aircross has gotten a facelift. The all-new C5. It has a new light assembly, which they talk about in great detail because it's all one piece. This is big news in Citroen.
Okay.
And it's got a new bumper to make it look wider. I guess it looks wider.
I had a knee-jerk reaction to shit on it, but I will let them flourish. Go on.
It's all right, I guess, for an SUV.
It
Kind of looks like everything else, I
You know.
suppose. It has a 10-inch display, a chunky gear selector to replace the shitty button system. I like a good gear selector instead of a
really selling it.
button. I know, I am. You should expect to see it in Europe early summer if you could get it.
If. That is the biggest thing.
I'm sure they've sorted out their microchip problem by then.
100%.
But then again, I thought they would have
all of a
figured it
sudden,
out by now.
all of a sudden, Citroen got its shit together. I completely agree.
Yeah, they tried to replace the C5 for a year, and then they're like, that's all right. We'll go back with the C5. Everyone likes it. They just gave up after trying. We're just going to stick with this. Never mind. We're sorry. Unlike this next story. Bugatti.
No. Oh.
Yes, Bugatti was
No.
in Formula One back in the day. Bugatti was founded by an Italian-born industrial designer, Ettore Bugatti.
It's a good name. He had that last name.
Yes, then in the German city of Molsheim, in 1909, Bugatti was created. Sophisticated style directly from the racetrack. Around that time, in 1924, they came out with the Type 35 because it was in the Grand Prix. And the craftsman built it on this.
It's a nice work.
You can get it at Bonham's on February 3rd in Paris.
Honestly, that's a pretty nice workbench.
It's a nice looking workbench.
I mean, look at that. That's quality work. That's quality craftsmanship.
They built the Type 35 on it, so, people are going to look to get it. I thought it was surprisingly cheap when I scrolled down in the article. So
let's see.
I think it was I don't remember. I probably won't be able to see it from here. It's at the very, very bottom. They go on about the Type 35.
His vice.
Wow,
grip.
look at those.
Oh,
look at those
Look
drawers.
at that. It has trays.
Oh, I love a good tray on a workbench.
You gotta have a good tray in a drawer.
Sort stuff?
God, is this what adulting is come down to?
Let's look at the wood.
We get excited about wooden trays.
It's got a Bugatti stamp there. That's some.
No, but it's a metal.
Oh yeah, it's a plate.
It's a metal plate in the wood.
The silver and red. That's a nice looking. It's worth all the very, very bottom. Should be right there.
It should be right above these pictures. $18,000 to $22,000.
That seems rather reasonable to me.
But I mean, for that,
I imagine there's more than one.
Man,
they're probably selling multiple
for that vice alone. Oh yeah, that's worth it. It has a Bugatti on it.
If you have a
forged.
Bugatti collection, it'll be the perfect add-on to your Bugatti collection.
Yeah, maybe Jay Leno will buy it.
He might have one.
Couple. I'd be surprised if he only had one.
Acres of cars, and it might include this next story. Really? Skoda. Enyaq. This is the Skoda Enyaq.
Did Skoda start teaming up with Klingons?
No, the Czech.
Oh.
It's a Czech version of the ID5.
Never mind.
GTX.
Checks out.
Yep. Nope. I'm just Enyaq. The Skoda Enyaq Coupe will have 295 horsepower and all electric. Yeah. 0 to 62 in 6.5 seconds. Skoda has an illuminated grille with front grille called Crystal Face with 131 load-emitting diodes. Do they have a photo below of it? Let's see in those photos if there's not the interior
not
yet.
The interior yet.
What about those? Is it in those above?
And this.
Yeah, there you go. Right the front. That's the 130 some. I think it looks like a BMW.
That just means that's going to be a very expensive.
Doesn't the front of that look like a BMW to you?
Yes.
It looks very much like
they copied off of BMW's homework.
Yeah.
And
it looks like they're trying to hide it very poorly.
It looks like they sat in the center of the class and they just looked around and they just copied everybody's homework.
What are you doing over here?
A little bit of that.
Yeah. I like that. No, we're putting diodes in the front of ours.
Who the fuck do you
It's not
think
a
you are?
BMW.
Subaru?
It will also have, speaking of Subaru, it'll have rear-wheel drive and all-wheel drive, 139-mile range. Bigger battery options will be available if you got to go farther. 13-inch touchscreen, 5.3-inch driver display, heads-up, wireless phone charger. And it comes in green, vomit green.
Yeah, it's not a very pleasant green color.
I don't like that color green.
It's not good at all. Honestly, if I'm looking at it. I mean,
Stands out.
maybe in a different color, like a blue, I would like it more. But that just looks like, I don't know, like you're about
It's
to
a hatchback. That'd be useful. We could store some shit in there.
Looks like you're about to, I don't know. Ugh. I don't know what you want to do with that
I don't know
color.
about those rims.
Yeah, the rims, it's a little bit too...
Yeah. Well, let's
It's
look at
not
the
wide
interior.
enough.
There are some interior photos coming up. Let's skip the tires and go right to look at that. What's the
Bam.
interior look like?
Not bad.
That's nice.
That's a big
It's got
screen.
like a two-tone, that big, what did I say? 10-inch?
Yeah.
Satan, now the mouse doesn't move. 13-inch touchscreen.
Yeah.
5-inch driver screen. Little BMW symbol. Oh, I mean Skoda or whoever the hell this is.
I mean, it has that angular look like those, though, in the interior. But it's, honestly, if you make that a cookie-cutter interior, that's not
Seats
bad.
look fairly comfortable, I guess.
I mean, those are pretty nice-looking seats. Even if they are dog shit, they look nice. You know?
We can't end talking about
There's
this
actually
car.
barbed wire on the other
Oh,
side
look,
of
but
this.
it comes in white. Let's give a side
Okay.
view. It still looks like a BMW to me.
It looks like a BMW. Yes, it looks like
Carbon
a
fiber looking.
We can't get around the fact that this Skoda looks like a BMW, but the white color,
designer's probably
right here.
from BMW. I would guess.
but the white color actually really does make it look better.
Yeah, it looks like where's right here because of the light. When I go this way, yeah, see, same color.
There we go. But with this white,
Oh boy,
it does actually look better. It's not that bad.
It's a nice looking car. Looks like it has a decent back seat.
BMW.
Yeah.
Tesla.
You want something that looks like a BMW, or you just like a Skoda.
It's a mullet. BMW in the front, Tesla in the back.
All right. Well, what do you think it looks like? If you think it looks like something, hop on over to pjandwh.com. We'd love to hear from you.
Contact the team.
Cars, comics, whatever.
Do you have a Lug In Nutty ride? Maybe you want to be a guest on the podcast. Either one of them. Contact the team right here. Find us on all social media handles, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter, as well as TikTok. And, of course, it does not matter if you drive a Skoda or a Citroen. Nothing rolls without Lugnutz. We'll see you next week, gang. Drive on! I'm still very disappointed that the Integra.
There was a story
interior
again
is
this week.
Civic.
I couldn't click on it. I couldn't cover it. The Integra looks like a Civic. Civics are fine. I don't want to knock Civic. I just expected
More.
the Civic for Integra to look Acura-like.
Did it at least have leather?
Look like a Civic, they said. Kind of look. But then again, all cars look alike on the interior. There's seats, there's seat belts, there's a big round thing, or unless you're driving a Saab.
On that bombshell, gang.
Play on my Drive on Lugnutz.
We'll see you next